Good morning, and if you're wondering why I'm here on the sofa all on my own on the Good Morning sofa, the answer is that my partner, Mr. Owen, is spending the day at the Savoy Hotel in London, not lounging around but taking part in a very heartwarming event.
Hi, yes, I'm here for the Barnardo's Champion Children Awards, which take place each year to mark some outstanding achievements by some wonderful children against dreadful odds. The only slight disappointment is that this year Princess Diana can't be here. She's the honorary president of Barnardo's, usually comes here, never misses it, but because of commitments and, of course, all the speculation about her marriage, she's unable to be here. Very disappointing for the children. But I'm proud to say we do have someone here who's going to give support to the children. That's Neil Diamond. Hi, Neil. Good to see you.
Hello, thank you very much. I'm very pleased to be with these kids here. They're all champions as far as I'm concerned. They're good guys. This is Daryl. He's a hero. He's saved his mom and his brother. He's a terrific kid.
That was in a house fire, wasn't it? Yeah.
In a house fire. This little guy here has been climbing mountains since he was 3 to raise money for diabetes. They're all champions as far as I'm concerned. This little beauty is just my girlfriend. She came along.
Yeah, and are you going to stay with us throughout the morning to hear the stories?
I'll stay as long as you like. These kids are great. They're inspiration.
They certainly are. We're going to have a great time with our newfound friends here. Right now, let's get back to you. What have you got in your hand?
Yeah, I've got a letter, a very special letter actually, about, because you were talking about Princess Diana. I've got a very special letter here from, that was received by a lady who got so depressed.
I can't believe their luck, though. Did you like that jacuzzi in the garden? That's terrific, wasn't it? Anyway, we're going to talk music now because our special guest is Neil Diamond. First of all, let's hear his new single, Morning Has Broken.
Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morn.
And here he is, the man in person. Neil, good to see you.
Thank you very
Thanks
much for
joining us
inviting
today.
me.
Why did you choose to record that one, then?
Well, first of all, it's a beautiful song. And I don't know if it's been associated with Christmas. It's part of the Christmas album, which is coming out next week. But
It's got some religious connotations,
it
doesn't it?
does. It makes me feel that way, you know, a new day and God's recreation. And it just felt right, so we included it in the Christmas album.
Now, we're here today for the annual Champion Children Awards with Barnardo's. And you, Neil, I know you have 4 children.
I have 4 kids.
Grown up?
Some of them are. Some of them are still little.
But I know, I felt you could identify with the children that we met earlier.
Oh, yeah, these kids are wonderful. They, you know, I'm sure they don't know who I am, but they all come up for autographs and, you know.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Great spirit and kids, you know, just like regular kids.
Now, talking about them coming up for autographs, I mean, everywhere you go, people are saying, God, there's Neil Diamond, big excitement. What sort of reception do you get when you come over to this country?
Great. People are fabulous. I've been coming here for 25 years, so I have a few fans out there. I have a fan club that you know, has lots of devoted members, and it's great. It's like a second home to me, really.
Do you ever get fed up with touring?
It can get long, but at this point, I try to keep the tours as short as possible. I don't like to be away from my family that much. They don't want to be away from me that much. So we try to balance both. So far, it's worked. My wife has stayed with me. We're happy.
Yeah, what sort of home do you live in?
What type of home?
Yeah.
I guess you'd call it a Mediterranean home. It was built in 1930. It's in a...
Where is it, in fact?
It's in a place in Los Angeles called Bel Air. And it's a beautiful home. It's very comfortable, and it's wonderful. Big difference from where I grew up.
And where did you grow up?
I grew up in Brooklyn, on top of a butcher store. Had a lot of mice up there for friends, and so this is a big change. I have backyard, I have a couple of dogs, and you know, my kids love it.
And do your kids appreciate how lucky they are compared to how you were when you were a
They
child?
do. They do. They know that they're very lucky, and they try to earn it. They work hard, and they're good kids. I'm very proud of them.
So what are your plans here while you're over here in this country at the moment?
Well, now I'm talking about my Christmas album, which is coming out next week, the single, which is this week, and Just to, show that I'm still around and, I'm not going off anywhere for years. I come back once in a while.
And where do you think your music's at now? I mean, has it developed over the years? Do you think you've changed your approach? Have your tastes changed?
Not really. I still like beautiful melodies. I still like words that can touch people, and I still love to sing. I've been singing, I don't know, maybe since I was 9 or 10 years old. And so my tastes have not changed very much.
What sort of music do you like? What do you listen to?
Mostly Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
And usually I'm working. To make an album, it sometimes can take a year, so you listen, and then when you're finished, you really don't want to hear any music for a while. But I hear the music that's played around, and that's enough.
Neil, thanks for the time being. We'll chat again later.
Good.
Okay?
I look forward to it.
Great. Well, just to remind you why we're here today, it's for the Champion Children Awards. Many children have, overcome serious...
Let's rejoin Nick and Neil Diamond at the Champion Children Awards in London.
Yeah, what a lovely story from Mary there. Hi, yes, Neil is here, and we've been joined by 3 very special young people who are all champion children. Let's hear their stories. First of all, Claire, you are from Stourbridge. Yeah. How old are you?
15.
Yeah, and you have achieved some wonderful sort of honours with your artwork, yet you were born with terrible orthopaedic problems.
Yeah.
So tell me about your early life and how difficult things were.
Well, first of all, I was born with dislocated hips, and I had several operations to try and cure it. Well,
By putting on shows and things like that?
Yes.
And you've had terrible orthopaedic problems as well, haven't you? What's it like to be here today getting this award?
It's brilliant.
And what's it like to meet Neil Diamond?
Not too bad.
She's lost for words. What do you think of these wonderful children, Neil?
These kids are fantastic. They're an inspiration, really. I mean, I just had a chance to chat with them for a few minutes, and they just give off such courageous vibes, when they have their own problems and they're going out and helping other people. It's wonderful.
It makes you want to help yourself, doesn't it?
It's an inspiration. For me, it's an inspiration. I'll have to write a song about these kids.
And I know you also want to do something. You want to do something specific yourself, don't you?
Yes, we're going to take this shirt that was made for me and auction it off somewhere, and maybe we'll raise some money too. I know I can't raise as much as Michelle has raised, but we'll do our best and try to raise some money. But these kids, if you look at their faces, they're very courageous.
Well, it's very generous of you. I mean, Bernardo's, who organise these events each year, they need £1.5 million a week to keep going. They look after 22,000 youngsters per year. So they'll greatly appreciate your generous offer.
That's wonderful.
Thank you, youngsters. We'll see you later at the awards. Neil, thank you very much for being with us. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, kids.
Nick?
Yes?
Nick, I don't know if Neil can hear me.
Yes, I can.
Oh, great. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, cousin Neil. Mr. Chambers from Gloucester says that his son Mark isn't very well at the moment. He's a big fan of Neil's. Would Neil say hello to Mark Chambers, please?
Of course, Mark. I hope you're feeling better. And we may be sending you some tapes or something.
Yeah. Oh, we'll organise that.
Music.
Great. Thanks very much, Neil.
Not at all.
I knew there's something in the name. How kind-hearted you would be. Neil Diamond, again, Joan from Lancashire had Morning Has Broken as one of her hymns at her wedding, and she'd like to thank Neil for recording the song. That's his latest single, so you'd better go out and buy it. Great. And quite a few people have phoned in already saying that they've got a letter, rather like Mary Hopkins, but we all like to know, isn't it? Anyway, back to Neil Diamond. We heard Neil's latest release earlier in the programme, Morning Has Broken. Now it's time to indulge in a little nostalgia with Forever in Blue Jeans, and at the same time, keep up to date with your stars.
Honey talks. You don't sing and dance and you can't walk. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans there. Baby, tonight by the fire, all alone, you and I. Nothing around but the sound of my heart at your side. Hey, money time, but you don't sing and dance and you can't walk. say we do okay. Forever in blue jeans, babe. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd rather be forever in blue jeans, babe.
Yeah, it's great.